Hello, and welcome to STST, Seek Truth, Speak Truth. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a very special episode and a very special guest. We have Catz in the waiting room as well at the moment, and hopefully possibly MC Toon and FTFE soon as well as our very special guest. So hello all, and please do hit that like button, share. Let's get this message out there. I'll just say some quick hellos. Dr. Nimrod, hello there. GG, Charlie Welch, Halco, 40DMB, Sable Eagle, and Timo Lynch at the moment. We have 11 people. Yeah, please do hit that like button and it will spread the message further as well. So we're going to go straight into it and add our guests along. So we have Catz. I'm about to add you to the stage. And then we have Daniel as well, our very special guest, the James Randi of Nigeria. Hello, Daniel. Can you hear okay?
Think you might be muted, Daniel. If you just check your... yeah, I'll just send you a message on Twitter because you're muted, mate. But while I'm doing that, shall I just see if everybody... Can I share my screen?
Go for it, mate. Yeah, go for it.
While Daniel sorts his audio out, we can just get to know him a little bit. So if I share my entire screen. So those who aren't familiar with Daniel, here we go. You present that. This is him here. And the stream, as he called it, the James Randi of Nigeria. And the guy's an absolute legend. The BBC thought so as well and did an article on him here. He lives in a very dangerous place, or a place that's very dangerous if you have anything to say against black magic. And he really goes and he debunks juju and black magic and curses and charms. And, you know, here's the BBC writing an article on him about people who think they can turn into cats, etc. And I know he's got an amazing event coming up in December that he wants to tell you all about. And I don't want to ruin his party too much by going too much into this. So I'm just wondering, has Daniel got his audio working yet? Let me just tweet him. Let's pass it to you. Okay. Audio working. It's dropped out. He's literally in Nigeria as we speak. Oh, so you don't see right. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Just pull that down.
Cool. Yeah. So he's dropped out, but hopefully he'll sort his issues out and then be back as well. So yeah, I mean, like we said, it was you know, when you showed me that article, I instantly thought, oh, James Randi, because Daniel is offering a monetary reward for anybody to show that they have supernatural powers and things like that. So it's obviously why he's sort of interested in our community as well, I suppose, is because we also debunk nonsense, basically. So yeah, it will be obviously really interesting once we can get Daniel back on. And like I say, I think what is the event? Do you know much about the event in December, Catz?
Yeah, let's say I don't want to steal Daniel's thunder, but I'll just say how I got to know him. A little bit of background, then we'll talk about the event. He hit me up on Twitter, and we had an offline video call, an offline conversation, and he was telling me about where he lives. And not only is sort of like black magic prevalent over there, but he was saying it's kind of written into the law as well, that it's almost like equivalent to blasphemy if you question it. He has been arrested for questioning black magic and trying to debunk black magic, but he's physically threatened, physically attacked. What he actually we can sit over here and make videos about flat Earth online, and it's all relatively safe. But he's really in physical danger over there. I'm just communicating with him on Twitter, and he's trying to get things sorted at his end. But he's got an event coming up in December, which will be live streamed across a number of our channels. So we talked about MC2 and FTFE and yourself, obviously, and me and Mr. 42 and whatnot. It's going to be an event lasting over a number of days where he is challenging people to prove that they have real kind of like black magic powers. And they will trap up to the event. If they can prove it to him, then there's a monetary reward for them. So there's a real incentive for these people to trap up live and prove these magic powers. Now, he's putting himself in danger doing that.
Yeah.
But I'll see what you think. I'll just message him on Twitter, mate. I'll just pass it over to you.
Yeah. He has jumped back on. I've got FTFE here as well, so I'll bring FTFE and Daniel on. So FTFE, hello, buddy.
Hello. Sorry, state of me. I've literally just got back from the gym.
You're all right, mate. You're a bit of a gym bunny now, I hear.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing well, mate. You're doing well. Oh, crikey, put him away.
I'm very back. My sound is somehow. I can't hear you guys very well.
Oh.
And this is like me last week on your stream.
But he's in Nigeria, so I think he's got a bit of a better excuse as to the distance there that he's dropping out. So hopefully we'll get Daniel back soon, and then we can obviously get it from him himself. So so FTFE, mate, what's new with you?
Oh, not much, just laughing at the flirfs. I'm still recovering from the incredible stupid that Sleeping Warriors popped back up with. Have you heard any of my past couple of streams, Catz, by any chance?
I've seen the bits and bats of the Flatswood one.
Yeah. So you know that Riley is now just saying that gravity's just a bit of refraction.
Oh my God.
It's almost as if he deliberately says the dumbest things he possibly can just to get a reaction at this point. I think he's trolling himself. He has to be.
He has to be. It's just it's painfully dumb. Like, when Riley disappears for ages and then pops back up, but whenever he pops up, it is something that is super special. He comes up with like some ultra dumb and then disappears. Like last time he popped up, he said the fact that contrails and clouds don't move differently disproves Earth rotation. And I just had to explain to him that, dude, that's just clouds, like.
Oh God! And what was it? He said something like didn't he say the Bronze Age was like 200 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Special.
Boy, do people trust these people? Yeah, very, very, very special indeed. And like you say, he seems to just pop up. Look, he'll disappear for a while, won't he? And then suddenly he's like. Just pops back, and I think he's now with Flatzoid, isn't he? Sort of jumping on his streams and things. And oh God,
it's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. Read some comments out. Martin H, hello mate. Hope you're all right. Just another STSTS. I can't even say my own name now. STST guest with connection problems, Rachie. It's a very interesting guest, actually. So we're hoping that we can get him through. I'd love to hear what he's got to say about what he experiences in Nigeria. We do have him back now. So, Daniel, mate, can you hear us?
Yeah, I think I can hear you. I think I can.
Lovely. Yeah, we can definitely hear you there, mate. So, would you like to explain in your own words some of your experiences and what you're hoping to do in December?
Damn globe and connections. This was much easier if the Earth was flat, huh?
I think what we might end up having to do at some point, if this doesn't work, is because obviously there's connection issues here, but if maybe there was like an off, and I'm talking to you, Danny, if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up if it makes sense. If we did like an offline Zoom call at some point in the next day or two, record that, and then if there are connection issues, we can edit that out and we just upload it as a video then. Give us a thumbs up if that makes sense, although your video is frozen.
Yeah, it's quite, like you say, it's quite difficult. I think there's a bit of a delay and connections are dropping. So I think it's having difficulty sort of, getting our words there. But yeah, I think that would be a really good idea, is do like a call, and then like you say, we can edit it down and get it. But
not sure he's talking about not offline Zoom.
Yeah, I think I heard him say offline Zoom. So
yeah, that will probably be best, I'd imagine. And we'll obviously, sometimes actually, if you take your camera off, you might get a bit more bandwidth, so your voice can just come through. That may well work, Daniel. So we're all obviously sort of going to be part of this in December as well. I just find it so interesting. Like Catz was saying, is we kind of have a little bit of a luxury in the UK as to, you know, we're not censored as to what we can do and say. But with Daniel, I think even, you know, certain in the article there, it does say, I think in a neighbouring country to Nigeria, voodoo is actually still, you know, a known religion and such. And, you know, there is literally sacrifices and, you know, actual human sacrifices going on. So it's a little bit more extreme than somebody claiming the earth is flat. And yeah, very, very dangerous indeed. But yeah, hopefully, obviously, we'll speak to Daniel properly soon. Yeah, what do you think of it all, FTFE?
Well, I know voodoo's not real because I've tried, and this does not hurt Riley when I poke it. That's what I'm saying, you know?
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, anything that like this that is pushing ignorance is dangerous to humanity, right? Why in 2023 do we want to step backwards and believe in magic and superstition and nonsense? And when it gets to places like that where it's literally a religion and there's human sacrifices, it gets more than just being a little bit stupid fun. It's dangerous to people's lives. I mean, if that religion spread across the world, it would, you know, it would be like the worst thing ever. And yeah, so to be able to help push away any kind of like anti-science stupidity like this is a great thing to do.
Well, he sent me a link. He sent me a couple of links to pull up on stream, which we'll do in the offline Zoom call. But I'm just looking at them here. It's shocking. I'm just reading one about somebody that was picked up by the police walking around with a severed human head. Yeah, like severed human because they carried out some kind of ritual, believing that they were doing something amazing. You know, people are actually dying. And he's if you go onto his YouTube channel and look at some of the stories, look at the comments that have left, people that are from his neck of the woods are constantly posting, you know, you shouldn't be putting your face on camera. You know, you should be taking care of yourself. I hope you've got good security. They're really genuinely worried for his safety. And yet he's out there, you know, putting on events like this one in December. Incredible stuff. You know, really,
yeah, there was. Yeah, it is, isn't it? And I think another bit in the article I read, it was where they say like you can basically magic money, you know, and you basically, you know, do these rituals and this money appears in a clay pot. And like Daniel said, is if this were true, then Nigeria would be one of the richest countries in the world because people would just be creating money, wouldn't they? You know, if you could physically create money out of nothing, why isn't Nigeria the richest country out there, you know?
Yeah, sorry, so how do you do this money thing?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to be able to hear. But we've got Daniel joining again, so we'll see if. Yeah.
I'm back, and I'll just connect my earpiece.
That sounds a lot better, mate. We can hear you clearly there. Are you still there, Daniel?
All right. Yeah, we can start the live stream now. Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect, mate. Yeah. So, would you like to sort of tell us in your own words your experiences, what you're going through there in Nigeria?
It's basically
Oh, so close. Yeah.
They shut down the stream.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is this the proof of the voodoo? No.
Right. Yeah, and that's just basically what I do. I debunk this claim. You know, I claim that motivate people to, you know, commit several atrocities. I debunk the claim, you know, and by picking everyone who pervades the claim and anyone who actually propagates and actually claims to possess this kind of supernatural powers, I do some undercover investigations and actually investigate them, then actually review them to be false. That is basically what I do.
Okay, amazing. So I noticed in your article you said it says you're an atheist. Is that quite? Yeah. Is that quite rare for where you are? Is it quite rare to be atheist?
It is. No, not really, but it is. About less than 5% of Nigerians are actually atheists. So I think it is a very rare thing to come across an it's very rare, very rare, yeah.
Mm. So what made you actually want to debunk this then? Did you have an experience yourself, and did you ever believe it? Or was there a moment when you realised that it was all false?
Yeah, I believed it. I always, when I was younger, I always had some kind of skepticism for this belief. But to some extent, I believe the case to be true, that it was possible for you to kill someone and grind them with some mortar, so a pestle, and turn their flesh into some soups, and use it to have your bath, and you'll be wealthy. You know, several kind of killings, right? Several kind of beliefs that you believe that ghosts exist and that spirits exist, that spirit causes people to be insane and all these things, and yeah, I believed it when I was younger. But what motivated me to start debunking the claims is how far it has gotten my country, yeah, how far it has gotten my country, and how it is stopping my country from actually, making some kind of development, some progress, some economic development. You can see in Arab countries, they kill a guy could kill his sister because they converted, right? In Arab countries, for Muslims, right, they could kill their relatives because they converted. I can see the cultural and the political problems that accompany this kind of belief. It is the same in Nigeria. It's the same in Nigeria, yeah, and other post-colonial countries, sub-Saharan post-colonial countries. That is how it is, and that's why I took to actually debunking the case.
Incredible, mate, incredible.
I've got one of the stories that you emailed me up here. I'm just going to read it out rather than present it on the screen, but this is the kind of thing that genuinely is happening where you are. So it says here, a houseboy identified as, I can't pronounce the name, okay, so a houseboy has cut off the manhood of his madam's father with the intention of using it for a money ritual. Like, somebody, the belief in black magic is that strong. He's chopped his girlfriend's dad's head off to use it.
That's not a very good first impression.
Honestly, it is far worse than that. Honestly, think about the Druids. I think the Druids actually existed in Europe, right? They lived in Europe, and they were doing all kind of rituals. I think that is the kind of level the belief in black magic is as in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, basically. It is that bad, and it is own manhood is the kind of it is very restricted. It's a very small thing when you consider other things actually happen. To kill, that was this guy that killed his girlfriend recently. Around the same time, around the same point, the same area, killed his, and actually removed the vagina, removed the boobs for ritual. So it is that bad. Honestly, it is that bad. It's that bad.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that is just stunning. I say it's incredible. I just can't get my head around it. Is it kind of just, say, traditions that are hundreds and thousands of years old that are just clinging on, if you know what I mean? Is it just people are so stuck in tradition that they can't look past the fact that this is wrong? It's wrong.
Yeah. To some extent, that is the case, and in another way, it isn't, because Christians that visit Europe and visit America, they still do these things. That's the truth. They call their grandmother a witch. They destroy their families, and people still believe these things. And honestly, Christians, like a Christian could abandon their child. A woman, there is this woman. She lives in Denmark, and she came to Nigeria, and she adopted the child, a child that was actually abandoned by his mother, because the pastor told the mother that the child is a witch. The little boy is a witch. So is a wizard. So these things happen even among the most educated. The PhDs, you have a PhD doesn't stop you, prevent you from doing all these things. No, honestly, that's the thing. There are reasons why it is so prevalent in Africa. I've been examining reasons why it's so prevalent in Africa. But it is just, that's how far I can go. I can say right now, it is just it's a common thing. It's bad but common among people to believe it.
Have you had, so do you have family members of your own that believe in this type of supernatural and magic in your family?
Yeah, my parents do, and you could actually have you can actually understand how they would take my attempt to actually debunk these things, how they would take it, right? They think I'm wasting my life on these things and debunking these things, and they think it is not my business at least. And the issue is real. These supernatural things exist, and I'm wasting my life debunking them. So yeah, they believe in it. They believe. My little brothers do not. My little brothers do not. But my parents do. My parents do. Yeah, virtually almost everyone in my family believes in supernatural. These things, honestly.
Wow. It's,
yeah.
Sorry, quick question. Comment from Godless Scummer. We need to set Daniel up with Esther, the Afro atheist. I think she came from Nigeria originally. Are you aware of? You're aware of them?
I know her.
Oh, you do. Yeah. Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
Good.
Yeah.
So your channel as well, mate. Do you want to tell us?
I know Esther. She's like Esther Gogo. That's her name. She has. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've spoken to the.
Okay, cool. So after this stream, actually, I'll get Catz to send me a link to your channel and everything as well. So we'll make sure you've got you all linked in the description as well here, so people will be able to find your channel. Yeah.
I'm just thinking the event you've got in December.
Sure. I've spoken to Esther several times before. Esther, I spoke.
I think there's a bit of a delay going on.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lag. Don't worry about it. There's a bit of a lag. That's all it is. The event you've got in December.
That's a delay.
Seems really exciting. So you're challenging people to come and to prove live in front of yourself, live in front of the world on the internet, that they've got these magical powers. Are you worried about your own safety during that? Do you think that like people might attack you for what you're doing or arrest you? Definitely a lag.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah, big old lag.
I'm worried about my. I'm worried about my safety, right? I'm worried about my safety. I've seen what these people can do, and we did the same challenge last year around March, and it was a crazy event, and I was, it isn't just the people you have to worry about. There are thugs that would feel like you shouldn't be asking these questions, you shouldn't be doing all these things. How could you even dare question these things? So I'm worried about my safety, like seriously, because let me say, for example, one of the events is happening in Benin Republic. Benin Republic, the national religion is this voodoo black magic thing. That is the national religion.
It's actually in the national religion.
And I am worried about that. I'm worried about how they will take it, how the government they will take it, and how the people they will.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like you say, it's from the government as well, isn't it? Because it's an official religion. So yeah, props to you, because you're obviously a very brave man. Yeah. definitely. I am going to have to call the stream fairly shortly, guys. It's like I say, this is a sort of an introduction to Daniel, and we will definitely we'll do another call where we can edit it down and get a sort of a 10-minute video out with Daniel. You know, and I'll put it out on my channel definitely, and other people probably will as well. Because yeah, we need to get this message out there, Daniel, and we are all in support of you.
And I'm working on a video about Daniel and some of the things he's done and the situation in his area, a video for the Culture Catz channel that will come out before the live event in December. And that obviously, you know, won't suffer from any like delay or lag or anything like that. It'll be a typical Culture Catz video and stuff. So yes, but this is just an introduction, and keep an eye out for that stream. It would be a few days long, the event. I think it's about 4 or 5 days, and the idea is that there'll be lots of channels kind of in the community just doing a little bit of streaming here, a little bit of streaming there, you know, to get as much coverage as possible.
Lovely. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, guys, I think I'm going to sort of call the stream there. Lovely introduction to Daniel, and hopefully obviously we'll have a not so much of a lag when we speak to you again. But thank you everyone that has come along. We've got Todd Ferguson, the Flurfament supervisor, I love that name. Rachy 50, bless him, worried about your safety isn't good. The fact he's still doing it shows character and how much he cares about this. And I think that's very, very true there. Yep, massive props to you. Timo Lynch, we've got Professor Phil Bell. We have Phil Bell on this Thursday on my channel at 9 o'clock UK time. So, yeah, thank you everyone that has joined. And, yeah, thank you again. Share, like, and leave some comments. We do need this message to spread, and I will leave a link to Daniel's channel. And I think he's on Twitter as X as well, and we'll get his information there, so you can contact him yourself if you do wish as well. Okay, guys. Yeah. Lovely. So, Catz, FTFE, Daniel, thanks so much for joining. Lovely. Thanks again, Daniel, mate, and yeah, massive props to you, and see you all very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye.